Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC update. I hope you are doing great. It's been so long since my last update. I'm very sorry about that. I had some personal things to take care of. I had to go back to my country to fix some passport issues and it was hell, but I'm back. Everything's good now. Everything's okay. And we're gonna get started with the charts straight with Bitcoin, seeing what BTC has been doing and where it most likely will go and what I see for its future. So stick around till the end of the video because it will get very informational. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot if you can help the channel grow. With that being said, let's jump straight to the charts. So first of all, in front of you, you see I have the BTC all-time history indexed. So this is basically the price of Bitcoin since its inception based on charting. And this is the monthly time frame. So I'm looking at the monthly time frame. And why is it so important to look at the monthly? Because the monthly is the chart that will give you an idea of where Bitcoin will head on the macro. So as you can see also, I have a small fractal here, which I took also from the 2014-2015 bull run, because I think this bull run is very similar to that one. And I'll be explaining what the fractal is, what I see, the duration, and so on and so forth. So before we get with the starter with the fractal, let me just say straight from the get-go, I'm very bullish for Bitcoin where we are. So these levels that we are in right now, and I've seen the sentiment on Twitter of us dipping to 10 or 12 or whatever. I'm still bullish. Whether BTC dumps to 10 or to 12 or to 13 or 14 or 16 or whatever, right now this level where we are is a great area of accumulation. Now, obviously, the best accumulation was the dump accumulation, which I got in heavily, which my Discord members got in heavily as well. That was the best area to accumulate. But that doesn't mean that you cannot also accumulate at these levels, because most tokens are still down, to 10x, 5x, whatever. Some tokens are down a lot. Like, for example, ADA, it was at $3 of all-time high, and now it's hovering at 0.4. So that's pretty low. So it's almost like a 6x or a 7x down. So with that said, obviously accumulating here is great. The only problem that comes with accumulation or with DCA strategy is that, okay, Maze, what happens if I buy here and it dips lower? That's where DCA comes into play, because you have to understand, if BTC does dip one more strong dip towards 10 or 12K, if it does, okay, it is a great buying opportunity. This is a scare type of scenario. The market makers are trying to scare people to make them shush out of the market with a prolonged bear market, so they can buy, scoop everything up, and they can be the sole controllers of the market. So you don't have to be influenced by them, and you don't have to let them scare you. So get in on the action, on a piece of the action, and you do so by DCAing. And the best type of DCA strategy that someone can give you is basically the 50-50 one, where basically you have a strong dump, let's say something like this, where it happened, you buy here 50%, so you have a position size of, let's say, $10,000, so you invest $5,000 right here, and then you just wait. If you dip again, you invest the remaining $5,000. As long as the dip is significant, so I don't want 10% drops on UDCA or whatever. Your token has to be down at least 20% up in order for it to count as a nice DCA in buy for your token. If it's not, it's not really worth it to DCA, right? Especially right now, because I think we will be stuck in this range for quite some time, as the fractal shows. So the fractal, as you can see, shows a dump. It shows clear consolidation with some lows where we are right now. Then it shows a nice upside towards 26, 27. Then another drop towards 20, small upside towards 23. Another drop towards 20, double bottom formation. Then another pump towards 27 again. Then another drop to form like a double bottom formation. And then the bull run really starts. That's where you start your confirmation. So all of this here, which is what I call consolidation year, 1 year total since June 2022. So this range right here is going to be a consolidation, a range, in my humble opinion, between that low, that 17 low, and the high, basically. So it's going to be around 27, 28, because obviously, and it makes perfect sense, because that 28 region was our previous support area, which held Bitcoin for quite some time. For months and months and years, and obviously now it will be strong resistance. So rejections theirs and double top formations theirs is logical and 100% legit. And double bottoms are also very legit in bear markets. Now, obviously, the it doesn't have to play out this way. This is just my best speculation on how it will play out, because this bull run resembles that 2014-15 bull run so much. But it could happen like the 2017 and 18 bull run. And in the 2017 and 18 bull run, you stayed for around 6-7 months consolidating after that huge drop. And then when those EMAs were about to touch, well, we're not really close to each other. I want you to look at these EMAs closely. They were kind of far from each other, and then we just ripped into the new bull run. Now, even though we did rip into this was the start of the new bull run, by the way. We had a strong dip to the downside because it was a wave 1 with a wave 2 drop. So this area right here was not bear market situation. This was the bear market. This is the bear market. This is the part of the bull run, which was the bear market, was that. And the bull run beginning was right there. This is where your bull run started. You had this drop. Again, this is a scare wick. This is the market maker trying to flush you out. And people who were scared and sold out there probably hit their heads, bashed their heads, because what came after was a very, very strong move to the upside. So that is why properly accumulating and selling is so important in crypto. If you bought the bear market bottom, like we're assuming we're doing right now, and we have a strong move to the upside, and now you're like 3, 4, 5x up, it's not very smart to keep all your money still in the market, because you don't know that this is going to happen. You only assume it will happen. So the best type of strategy is, for beginners, at least in my personal opinion, is at least take out capital when you're heavily up. Some people prefer to take out 1x with capital. Some people prefer 2x with capital. It depends on how many x you're up. But obviously, taking out capital is very important, because it's a risk management type of idea where you are protecting that capital that you earn so hard, that you work so hard for. And when you protect that capital, when you have a strong dip like this, you're not going to be too scared, because you now have the same capital to buy back in, and then you can do the same process over and over. And this is what I'm urging people to do where we are right now, is I want you to think in that way, to think that, okay, you bought the super dip right here, you had a nice upside towards 27 or 25 or whatever, you did 2-3x on your tokens, great, take an X out with capital, take capital, and that way you have money to reinvest here. Best example I can give is for Twitter, where I posted the Chili's chart. I said when Chili's was around 0.27, I said better to sell here and accumulate later, because this is going to drop. And then Chili's dropped from 0.27 to around 0.18, if I'm not mistaken. So that's around, it's a pretty big drop, probably 30% maybe, if my math is correct. And now Chili's is back up at 0.27 again. So you could have made an extra 30% easily if you just, took out capital only up and then reinvested at the small drop towards 0.18 and then invested it back in again. And now you're at 0.27 again, and then you so on and so forth. As long as you know where the support is and where the resistance is for you to take out money or to put in money, you're good to go. With that said, I was focusing on the EMAs here, on the 1830 EMAs on the monthly time frame, because in 2014 and 15 bull run, as you can see here, when we had that bear market, and this is the fractal, this is where I got the fractal from, these came very, very close to touching. I mean, extremely close. And where they touched, by the way, I want you to see this, where they came close to touching, where you had this rejection here, this wick, was actually the previous super lows that Bitcoin was holding. So this area right here, to put it into perspective, resembles our 28K region, which is right there. This yellow line right here, as you can see here, is the same, in my personal opinion, is the same as this yellow line right here. And this is the top of the range of consolidation. This is the 1-year consolidation that we had. And it makes perfect sense, because obviously when you lose strong support, it was going to flip into strong resistance. And once you broke that that yellow line, that sub resistance line, that's your confirmation of the bull run coming into play, and then you had the bull run, as you can see, right? It's a very, very strong bull run. So basically, when Bitcoin goes above 28K, your bull run is back. That's what it basically means. But obviously, it has to go above 28K with proper candle closes, so monthly candle closes most likely. So as you can see here, this is the month in 1st of November 2015. This is where your bull run was confirmed, and then you had a nice upside. And by the way, after this was confirmed, you can see you had a red month again. So it's not like the pullbacks are not going to come. The pullbacks will come, and the best way to play this is either wait for the pullback or just buy the monthly candle, which is green. Either way, in the future, is not going to make a big difference for you. As you can see, you made a nice upside with that. So this is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for these two monthly EMAs to come very, very close to touching for us to rip to the upside. And this is going to take some time because currently they're at 32 and 30. Right, so I think it's gonna take a couple of months more before these, and when these reach, when these reach that 28, 27K area, that's when I'll start to really look into the charts and really analyze it, and really, keep eyes on it, because upside could come very, very quickly. So you can have a monthly pump of 10-20% on Bitcoin very, very easily and miss the bottom. That's why DCAing is the best strategy right here. Obviously, this doesn't have to play out exactly. This could be similar to 2018, where we just, as you can see here, they didn't really come as close as 2014-15 to touch, and it just ripped to the upside. It could happen. Again, that's why you DCA. But generally speaking, I'm very, very, very bullish on Bitcoin. I don't want to sound, like the only person in the world who's saying this, but I honestly don't feel Bitcoin will drop below 17.6. I don't know why. It's not based on TA. It's not based on charting. It's just based on a feeling that I don't think in inflation Bitcoin will drop. I think Bitcoin is similar to any other asset. When there's inflation, it will inflate with it. On the daily time frame, obviously, you can expect a lot of zigzags, ups and down, a lot of movements. If we start to see daily closes above 20K, I'm very, very bullish on the daily time frame. So we might really go visit that 27, 28 high, even higher, slightly higher, depending on the indicators, obviously. But the daily is insignificant on the larger picture. The larger picture is the future of Bitcoin, and I think, I think we are near bear market lows. Just wait for red days, very red days. DCA in if you haven't yet, and just keep calm and relax. This consolidation area or period is a period of patience. If patience is the thing that's going to win you the race, trust me, it's going to take some time. As you can see, I've said that the start of the bull run is going to be August 2023 next year, so it's around 8 months from now, or a little bit less, a little bit more, but it could be sooner. So I cannot be 100%. So this could be something like this. I cannot be very, very sure about this. It's all speculation from my end on that part. But what I can say is that I'm very optimistic about us being near the bear market lows, if that makes sense. For me, I think over the next couple of weeks, we will have some upside. And I think this fractal will be key in understanding where we're heading. I will keep eyes on it. But what I can tell you, and my piece of advice to you, is if you see a strong downside, a strong pullback for Bitcoin, similar to what it did from 25 to 18, I really recommend you DCA smartly, and you can thank me in the future, because I think the market makers are really trying to scare you a lot this time around. Anyways, guys, so that is it for my update. Just to summarize, I'm very bullish on the macro, and also on the micro, I'm very bullish. I think this is most likely scenario that's going to happen. A lot of chip chop, a lot of consolidation for for a couple of months before our bull run starts. I will keep eyes on the charts. I will keep you updated. DCA in, fam. Don't be scared. Don't let Twitter, noise fool you too much. You see a scare wick to the downside to 10, 12K, buy. It's not the end of I'm hoping it happens. I'm rooting for the people who are calling 10, 12K Bitcoin, because I really want to buy cheaper prices. With that being said, thank you again for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below. If you want to inquire about my private paid Discord, which has copy trading, spot signals, and now personal Maze signals as well. I'm giving trading signals. Link in the description below. You can message me on my private Telegram and I will send you the details. And if you just want to try copy trading on your own, links to our partners are below. You can try any of the exchanges below. We currently use BitGet, but you can try any of them. And yeah, good luck guys. Thank you again for watching the video and I hope you enjoy your weekends. Bye bye.